Oh, I was muted for a second. Drop a one in the chat. Happy New Year, guys. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. If it's loud and clear, just drop a one. Yeah, let's go. Drop a one in the chat. Let's go. Happy New Year to everybody. Yeah, let me share my screen as well. Is it loud and clear? Yeah, I see the ones. Means it's loud and clear. Beautiful. Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully we're good. Hopefully you all had a beautiful weekend. I was live, I think, was it Thursday? I don't think I was live on Friday. I think Thursday or Wednesday. So last time I was live. But yeah, we're back here. We're back on stream, right? And hopefully we all geared and ready for this week, right? Yeah, gonna be looking at a couple things. I have a trade running actually, though it's in a drawdown, but I have a trade running on BTC. I'll show you guys that. It's a hard start, but it's drawdown. It's not a loss yet, so I'm still holding it for a bit. But it looks like it's gonna go to my stop. But I'm gonna share that with you guys soon, right? Do me one favor, right? Right away, share the stream. If you can, like the stream. If you guys want to be here for long, that's the only way I'm here for some time, right? So make sure you like the stream, share the stream as well. Let's do that right now, all right? If you can, do it. Let's go. Share the stream, like the stream. Let's get more people on stream. I can't go live on Facebook yet again this week for whatever reason. I don't know. Facebook is he's been acting a little bit funny. I think they blocked me from going live for some reason. I don't know why, but I just can't go live anymore. Probably I will try. I'll try and contact them. I mean, we tried already, but just nothing going on. So yeah, you guys hyped for this week? Everybody hyped for this week? What are you trading right now? Let me know in the chat as well so I can look at that. What are you guys trading? I'll be looking at gold and BTC. So I'm in BTC but not in gold. So I didn't take gold, but I'll look at that as well. You guys let me know what you're trading in the comments. So obviously I can pick up on that as well. Took an L on BTC last week. It's crazy. It's part of the game. This is gold here. 30 minutes time frame. We had the open somewhere around here. Yeah, we're still in a government shutdown. I think from what I remember, we're still in a government shutdown. Yeah, we still are. Let me show you. It hasn't come to an end yet. More reason why we haven't got an NFP yet. Yeah, so I don't know if we're gonna get it, but check this out. Today is actually a bank holiday in the United States. Yeah, there could be, slow motion movements, kind of like less, or like, less volumes and stuff like that when it comes down to like any assets that's paired with the dollar. Today's 30th, yeah, so it's a bank holiday in the United States. Normally when that happens, the volumes are a little bit reduced. I can't say there's completely no volume. It's just volume being reduced. All right, so low liquidity and just stuff like that. But again, I always trade it, even in some days like this. As long as I get a setup, I'm gonna trade it. That's what I do. If I get a setup, I trade it, right? So this week as well, we're supposed to get PPI, and we should get the Fed chairperson speaking on Tuesday. All right, this also could be pushed a different day, right? But again, they're saying it's 6:20 p.m. So Fed chairperson speaks on Tuesday. I'm looking forward to that. Quite very interesting, especially in a government shutdown. I want to see what he's going to say. I know for a fact that there's going to be a lot of volume. Facts, there's definitely going to be a lot of volume. There's always volume when he speaks, and Obviously with this government shutdown, I know that we're gonna have volume. Definitely, there's gonna be so much volume. Yeah, but again, we have PPI, which you can see there's no times here, so it means that that could also be pushed a different day, just like NFP has been pushed gradually a couple times. For the last 2 weeks, is it a week and some days, something like that. Yeah, let's go look at gold. I see a lot of you guys saying you're looking at gold as well. All right, so this is gold on a 30-minute time frame. Before I get to gold, right, I have a trade here, BTC. I took this trade and it's spinning drawdown. Went in profits for a little bit and then back in a drawdown. It's kind of like inching close to my stop, right? But my analysis is still intact. My stop is around 115,700, which is roughly around somewhere here, right? So my analysis is still intact. I'm in a drawdown, but I think we still have chance to push the downside, because the idea here is, you see, price came here, tested once, tested twice, third time, all right? Price is here. Maybe it's gonna move the downside. I don't know. Just based off analysis, it looks like it's gonna. If this is a kind of like setup that we have based on price movements, and we are somewhere around here, right? It means that we have a low, okay, below this low, okay, and this high hasn't been taken out. As long as this high is not taken out, I think price being here could still push the downside. I just feel like that, right? But again, if stop is hit, might as well just move on. But in case you guys are wondering, I have a trade running here on BTC. So in case you see me talking about it as the stream goes by, that's the trade I have running right there. BTC is still bullish, looking for buys. It's a cool idea. Okay, all the best. I have a little bit of some sells here. Yeah, because ideally price open here. You see it? Price open here today, Monday, went up, okay, created some kind of like resistance in Asian station, all right, and price retested that same area about like 3 times and fell to the downside. Okay, we did create as well some kind of like resistance here, okay, which I would say was previously support and now became resistance. So I kind of feel like this is maybe like a retest on that area, right? Like push down, retest on this area before we drop. I just feel like that. And the whole reason why I have like a TP around here is because this is a recent day's session open, trading range open, which is yesterday's trading range, Sunday. You guys know BTC is open on Sunday, so this is like recent BTC's trading range open. So I kind of feel like price should go back to that area before maybe it could push further up. Just hopefully that happens. But if it doesn't, it's still okay, right? And also if you look left, there's like clean traffic, okay, like clean range. But again, price could get back in its range. Who knows? But again, this is what I have here. This is my doom for the day. Quick start on my end. Quick start. Very quick start. You hit a level 0.61. Oh, really? I didn't stretch a fib there, so I don't know. Could be different. BTC is currently back to 61 fib level. So I think it'll grab liquidity to the downside before it continues bullish. I think so, but let's see, man. Trading is a game of probabilities, right? So in as much as we can put all our probabilities, like put them on the line, there's no surety that whatever you think is a probability is what's going to happen. There's no surety. It doesn't work like that. You guys know that, right? So never at any time ever think one setup is the killer of them all. Like this one setup is what's going to make all the money in this world, like make me get all the money from these markets. It doesn't work like that. All right. So in as much as you could sometimes really have like a very good setup, okay, always leave room for error, okay, like just some little margin of error, okay, which if that happens, you don't really go bankrupt, you don't go broke because of one trade. Few people will tell you this. I know a lot of guys will tell you risk it all to make everything. That's a very stupid mentality, very stupid mindset to have, especially if you're calling yourself a business person. It's the weakest spot that I don't really expect you to get close to, right? Because you're a business person, you should have a plan. Like you don't just get into business for the purpose of, oh fine, it's business, I'll just risk it all to just make whatever. It doesn't work like that, right? So it doesn't work like that. Always trading is business. Treat it like a business. It works well like that, okay? I once found myself in a position in my second year of trading, so frustrated because every time I would deposit money, the goal was to always risk it all to make times 10, times 20, times 50, times 5, which in most cases I would lose actually, and that's why I was frustrated. But again, the moment I realized that trading is a game of probability is fine, but with some application of skill, okay, with some little application of skill and also experience adds a little bit more spice to it. With an application of that, long term, you are guaranteed a better run. You're guaranteed a good run, right? Because again, sometimes you can lose like, let's say 3-4 trades in a week, but maybe you can win like 5 trades, okay, or 6 trades, all right? So maybe you could start off with like 2 quick losses, or maybe 5, whatever it could be, 3 losses, whatever the case is, right? But then thereafter, you could get a good run, you get a good win, and it could push you further. But again, if you risk it all in one trade, it just doesn't make sense. You're obviously gonna lose it all. So little advice there. Anyway, I see candles closing a little bit bearish. Little hope, but I don't know. I can't put all my eggs in one basket. So it's just whatever happens here. But just bear in mind, I have this trade running here. Let's go look at gold. Someone says look at gold. Yeah, let's look at gold here. Gold is still in an uptrend. We have a new high here. You see it? A new all-time high yet again. 40,000. No. Why am I getting 40? 4,070. All right. That's the new all-time high we have. Right. And if you look at the 4-hour time frame, if you go look at 4-hour time frame, you will notice that we do have some kind of like area of interest that was taken out here. Okay, whether price is going to come back this level or maybe continue going to the upside, I don't know, but there's a high possibility that price might, okay, don't forget I said might want to come back this area, because it was like the recent all-time high, and then we just broke it with one 4-hour candle. The other one is here, obviously. Of course, it depends with how candles are closing. Then we could get maybe some sort of like a retracement, okay, maybe back this level, okay, or sometimes we might not really even get it. We might just continue going to the upside, right? But there's hope that maybe price could do that and then continue going to the upside, right? So I'm looking at that. Gold is still bullish, guys. Gold is still extremely bullish. Nothing is stopping gold right now. Don't ever think gold is selling. You see this retracement that happened here? This was barely just a pullback. It was not a new start of a new trend. No. Okay, this was just a pullback. If you stretch the fib, right? I was doing that, showing some of my guys over the weekend. That we stretched the fib across this low here. No, across this low. Those are low right there, and we put it to somewhere here. Notice that price came to the 50 level, all right, and then turned around that level, right? Guess where price is headed to, right? Price is above the zero level right now. Okay, that also would mean that price might want to go to this level. I have like my own fib level, negative 27.0, right? This is like my golden level as well, so I use it most of the time in terms of like extensions, targets and stuff like that. So this could work perfectly. All right, so again, if gold doesn't really see the need to pull back, it's an uptrend, bear in mind. If it doesn't see the need to pull back into this area, it might just want to go straight up to this level before any next retracement, perhaps. All right, so long term, this is the approach I have here. So if you go down to like 30, you realize that we opened the red line above there is my negative 27.0. Okay, but again, this green line here is open for the day. Okay, so I kind of feel like now is London. If price can retest agent, that'll be the retest of that recent 4-hour resistance level that's been taken out, that's currently support. Okay, so if we can go back into agent, okay, maybe go back to this level, I think we can push to the upside. But if that doesn't happen, guess what's going to happen? Look at this. If you zoom in a little bit and you look at this, there's an area of interest right here. Okay, there's a level right there, and this level is what we call a resistance level. Fine, perfect, right? If this doesn't happen like that, if we break this level, we could continue to the upside, up to this level here. I think so. Yeah, man, that's what I think. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I think it's bullish. God has left us. No, it's left you. It's not left us. I'm actually looking for buys on BTC. Okay, I saw that. Nice. Let's go ask me some questions and all that stuff. Someone says the market's crashed on Friday. So my view, I'm seeing a correction. The one the BTC might buy to do the correction. Okay, quite reasonable. Don't forget, this is not like a ground where your opinion is not valid. But ooh, man, I might be headed for a stop. I might be headed for a very quick stop. Yeah. Spend money over the weekend, losing money on a Monday. Crazy. But yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen here. I didn't take this trade with you guys here. I took this trade with the VIP and Discord platform. I sent out this trade earlier, but it hasn't hit stop yet. But I kind of feel like with the way candles are closing now, it looks like maybe price might be inching close to hitting a stop. It's about like 87 points. If I lose this, I lose like $800. Crazy. But yeah. Okay, fine. What other asset are you guys looking at? Are you looking at a pound yen? Let's look at pound yen. Pound yen 4-hour time frame. Can you check out USD CAD? I'll try, but I don't trade assets like that, to be honest. Where did this gap come from? What the hell happened here? Is it the same on all platforms, or is just this guy? Okay, looks like this has been a bearish market, long term. But again, it looks like maybe price might want to correct. Might want to correct. Maybe from here, it might want to correct to anywhere around these levels before press the downside. Let's see where we can stretch a fib if this is just a correction. This candles like this is weird. It's very weird. Candles like this one is very weird. Like price was once at that bottom, closed up, but still closed the bearish candle. Yeah. Whatever causes this candles, I don't know too. I don't know. But what do you guys know about this kind of candles like this one here? Well, to the flip side, this should be, if it's a bearish candle closing, the next candle should open down here, right? You know that? The next candle, if this is a bearish candle closing here, because now it's open would be up there, it closes down here, low high, right? So the next candle should open down here, but then the next candle opens up there. What happened? So that also means if we're drawing a fib here, right? We can't really draw a fib from there to here. No, absolutely wrong. We can draw it to somewhere here. Okay, do you know why? Because this candle is so irregular. Like a normal candle should not behave like this. What do you guys think causes this? What do you guys think? It's weird. Yes, it's weird during the night. But what caused it? What do you know about this kind of candle? This very regular, weird candles. What do you guys know about that? Yeah, so it's I've seen candles like this a lot of times, and they're freaking scary. But yeah, like I was saying, you can't draw your fib on the low of this same candle here. You could put it maybe here. Okay, maybe there. Yeah, and then perhaps we could be looking for a retracement, I would say, into this level as it looks. This is pound yen, and I know for some people would want to like scalp a buy, which is still okay if you're scalping, because then you'll be scalping back to this level here. All right. Yeah, it looks like we had lows, okay, lows, highs, and lows, and lower lows, and we had a high there, and we had a low, and we had a high there, and we came here and we did something like this, and then currently we are somewhere here. All right. So an extract of this is that. So if you look at this extract, it kind of looks to me that this market is trying to really, much as it's in a downtrend, it's trying to possibly, if it takes out this high, could go up, right? Maybe that could be a retracement to this recent high, right? So that's possible. So yeah, could be looking for this here as well. If you're looking at pound yen, it's one of the assets that I trade as well. So originally the trend is bearish. So trading a buy there is like a little bit of a gamble, but you're trading a retracement, basically. You're trading like a pullback. Gold is breaking resistance. Let's check. There's lots of volume right now. No, it hasn't yet. It's just testing resistance. There's no break right now. Look, there's no break. Don't rush it. There's no break. It's just testing this because it's created a resistance level here. All right. It's not a strong one because if you look at this recent candle, the one that's a big body, okay, this candle here, its low is somewhere here. Only if its low was taken out, then this becomes a very strong resistance level. Currently, it's not. So there's room that price might want to take out that resistance and continue going to the upside. But if not, you might want to come down and maybe, retrace to these ends or even possibly these ends, depending on how candles are closing. But yeah, that's how it looks so far. hmm Do you think there'll be volume in the markets considering that today is a holiday? There could be, there might not be 50-50. But so far it looks like we have not too much volume. Well, we have volume, but it's just not too much. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm holding. Let me show you guys this. I'm always transparent with you guys. I'm holding a loss on BTC. Check. So this is the loss that I'm holding. What's happening here now? Okay, I'm holding this loss here. Yeah, on BTC. But let's see what happens there. It's actually called Trump candlestick. Never heard of a thing like that. Trump candlestick. Never in my years of trading. 22 side in the crypto market last Friday. Yeah. You always need to be careful. You always need to be careful. Trade with money you can afford to lose. Don't just, close your eyes and get on the charts. No, don't do that. Yeah. But it looks like it'll be a very active week. It looks like it. It looks like we could get an active week, especially knowing the fact that we have Powell speaking tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah. We have Powell speaking. And yeah, so we should get a very active market. It's just a matter of time. With Powell speaking, then we could get an active market. Let's see what else is happening here. I recommend this platform if you're like checking out news and stuff. FX Trade. Most platforms actually derive their postings from here, right? So I kind of like just come here and go to news. When I go to news, all these different assets that you're trading, right? If you're trading commodities, you click commodities. All right. Yeah. Okay, I did that. Then you have all the latest news with regards to the commodities. You can see oil news here, crude oil news, right? That came out 53 minutes ago. God extends record-setting rally amid U.S.-China trade tensions. Yeah, I heard about these trade tensions back again. So most likely, God it's going to be like a safe haven as always. So fully backed, like more reasons to go to the upside. Long term, I feel gold is headed for 5,000. Long term, I feel gold is headed for 5,000. Right, 5,000. Okay, is way up. But long term, I feel gold is headed for that mark, like before the close of this year. I feel gold is headed for that. So any pullback to the downside, I kind of feel like it's just like an opportunity to buy some more. To be very honest, this is what I feel. Probably by maybe late November, we could hit 5,000. I just think we could hit 5,000. He lost $30 million US for someone crazy. Yeah. I think those who kill themselves are those who do money management trading out of people's fund is risky. Okay, yeah, always risky. Even trading your own money is risky, not only other people's money. Some say he was killed. Who? Trump? No. Are you talking about Trump? I don't think Trump is killed. Mr. Nas, back to gold. I'm looking at gold right now. Grant, look at the chart. Open your eyes. This is gold chart right now. Yeah, I heard of the story of the guy who killed himself because he lost money in the crypto market. I heard of that. It's. I don't think it's what would cause a crash on the crypto market. It's a nobody. I think. Well, not really nobody because he has a lot of money, but I don't think it's that influential to really cause the whole market to just tremble and just because you lost money. I don't think so. Guys, I have good news for you. All right. And this is confirmed, fully settled with my team. And a lot of you guys have been asking for this, right? Should have happened this month. Got busy. Been a very busy month for me. But again, I think I'll have a free free November, first week of November, right? So I'm going to be doing a masterclass, which is going to be online for 2 days, right? It's going to be very, let me not use the word cheap, but it's going to be very affordable for the core purpose that I am just strictly laying out my strategy to you guys in 2 days online. It's not like a boot camp. No, it's different. We're calling it masterclass simply because it is you mastering my strategy in just 2 days, all right? So it's not like beginner friendly. We're not going to look at, what a candlestick is. We're not going to look at what forex is. We're not going to look at what a pip is. No, we're not going to look at all of that, right? We'll just strictly look at the music in the background. That's my work music. Oh, nice. Okay, we're not going to look at any of the basic stuff. Okay, I'm going to look at mostly what evolves around my trading strategy strictly. All right, so away from everything else, if you guys would want to be part of it, I'll open registration tomorrow. It's a very quick, easy process to register. Of course, it's not a free thing. If you can, you jump on. If you can't, that's still fine. You guys learn from here stuff. You learn from here stuff as well. So that's cool. Yeah. So look forward to that. I had to do it because a lot of people have been on my neck. Like, when are you hosting that masterclass you spoke about? So I thought, let's just do it. Right. So I think could be the closing class setup that we do for this year. Like we've done boot camps here and then other stuff, but yeah, this could be the closing stuff. And then I look forward to helping you guys further next year again, hopefully. All right. So if you want to be part of it, just make sure you be part of it if you can. What advice can you give to an 18-year-old trader? 18-year-old is very young, but still suitable to be a trader. But 18-year-old is a very good age to start trading. I don't have any advice for you though. You might want to ask me. You might want to be a little bit specific. Maybe I could advise, but if you're not specific, I don't know. I have no advice for you. Just learn, see how you can. I have a guest tomorrow. Let me mention that too, guys. I have a guest tomorrow. His name is Daniel. He's a local Zambian trader based in the UK. One of my buddies is a good friend of mine. He trades perfectly as well. I'll bring him on here tomorrow. All right, should have a good time. Trade together. Okay, so you guys can get ready for that. I haven't had a guest, I think, in the last 2-3 streams, which is okay. I mean, like I told you guys, I'll bring on different guys here and there. Okay, only people who's doing real stuff. So if you don't see your mentor, just know I'm joking. But again, I'll bring on guys that obviously I can. So some of the guys, even though we in good books, they just can't come here because maybe they have other things going on and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to bring on as more guests who are locals as well, like local traders, Zambian authentic traders. Don't forget, authentic traders. All right, so I'll bring on a guy. His name is Daniel tomorrow. You guys will interact, ask him some questions. How is he making it? How did he make it? Yeah, he's doing well for himself. He's living the trader's life. At least would say that. Yeah, so bring him on tomorrow. I'm off the charts, just continue learning. Okay. What are you doing a masterclass? Read. Yeah, if you're looking for becoming profitable, I think that could be a good setup for you, right? It's gonna be very affordable for you as well, because you're not paying anything above 2,000 kwacha, which is less than $100, I think, right? So, but the only issue is normally when I do start kind of like group setups with a lot of not a lot of people, but when I do a group setup, I try to get the smallest number possible, maybe like 15 people, like 20 people, simply because when you have like a huge group of people, right? It's very hard to really give that attention to the detail, right? Because I want to give people attention that they need, in the sense of them getting to learn my craft, right? But if you have like, let's say 100 people on one platform, I can't really say everybody gets the same attention. Okay, now I need to be honest about that. But I know if I have like 20 people, like 15 people, it's easy for me to give them attention. It's a small group of people. So that could also mean that when I do this, it's going to be a very limited number of people, right? So always I do that. Yeah, always I do that. But yeah, that's something that's coming up. So if you guys want to be part of it, let's close off the year with that. You learned something from me if you want to. Hope to see my uncle who flipped $20 to $25. He's not going to be here. Never will be here. You should also invite Moses Siame as well. Great trader. Yeah, Moses Siame. Once one of my students. Yeah, I, I've told him how to trade at some point. Facts. We had some interaction. I get some value, and he's doing well for himself too. I think so. Bring him here. We'll bring him here. Yeah, gold is still in a bit of a slow motion here. Volume seems to be running out. If a candle breaks here, we could look for buys. If it doesn't, we could go to the downside just for a little retracement. Don't get shocked if that happens. If that happens, rather. BTC is going for a stop. I think no doubt as of now. No doubt. It looks like it's gonna go for the stop. But anyway, let me hold and see if, yeah, but we have about like a few more points to hit a stop. Roughly about 34 points, 35 points. Yeah, but it is what it is anyway. We'll see. There's a bearish candle, yeah, coming up here on gold now. If you look at the 5 minutes time frame, you can see that we came up, we're failing to break this high. Okay, that could also mean we want to retrace if possible. But again, if we break that high, possible push the upside, continuation. So we keep watching this. Let me look at Nasdaq as well. Okay, let's check out Nasdaq here. Someone said, Masterclass, do it for everyone. If possible, we need more knowledge. Yeah, everyone, but it's not free. Trust me, it's not. It's a lot of value that just can't be given out for free. I feel Nasdaq is going to maybe pull back after that drop, maybe like gain back some traction. Look at this candle here. Weird candle. Weird. But it looks like we could pull back. Long term, still an uptrend. Look, high highs and high lows. Long term, still an uptrend. So I feel like this new high, then we have a high there, then price here might continue going to the upside. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, it does look like we have an area of interest here, somewhere here. Asian high, area of interest that looks like it's being taken out. On a 30-minute time frame, it has been taken out already. But the candle has to close bullish. Yeah, maybe if the candle closes bullish, I think it would be a good opportunity to buy as well. Yeah, it looks like it would be. Then what we'll have will be something looking like this. Maybe we'll put a stop here. Then we can aim for a 1-to-3 risk-reward ratio. It looks like that. Nasdaq still doing some retracements. Okay. Someone says, when last did you make your last deposit? Please be honest. I want to confirm something. When last did I make my last deposit? I don't understand. Like, you mean me depositing in my account, my trading account? Is that what you mean? There's no volume. It looks like it. I think volume could come in maybe at some point. Do you ever run out of ideas on what the price might do next? Like, you're looking at the chart, but there's nothing you can record from it. Yeah. Not really like running out of ideas, but more of there's nothing that's on the chart that is really in sync with your strategy, right? Then you just stay away. You stay away. Yeah. So it's not like everything I analyze like here that is really getting me to get into a trade. No. Right. Sometimes I analyze something and there's really nothing that confirms I should get into this trade. Yeah. The last time I made a deposit in my account was last week, Wednesday. Yeah. But you see, the thing about me is this, right? When you say deposit, it's not like I completely don't have money on my Excellence dashboard, right? You guys already know I use Excellence as my broker of choice all the time, every day, all day, right? For a lot of good reasons. Their spreads are very good on oil. One of the best spreads on oil, no doubt about that. Gold, same thing too, right? One of the best spreads, at least with the most legit platforms out there, right? Most of these guys that probably have like other platforms, and they give you like the lowest spreads, the most likely, if they've not really been in the game for some time, most likely going to give you issues when it comes down to like payments, withdrawals, and stuff. I don't think you experience that here, right? So I keep money on my platform a lot. So I'll spread it across. I don't trade like one account also. That's something you should know. I spread my money across different accounts. Right. So don't ever think or assume it's just one account that I'm trading. I don't do that. Right. So I recommend the same thing too. If you made trading your main source of income, you could spread your eggs, right? Yeah, don't just trade like one account. Yeah, you might feel like it's a bit stressful, and you might have your own reasons to not do so, which is fine. But for me, I feel like it's also like a protective measure, right? When I lose on one, I have another account that maybe I didn't take trades on, I can still get back. Or just for other reasons too. Like I have other accounts I'm trading strictly for different reasons. Others I'm scalping. My scalping can be different from your type of scalping. Yeah, so it is what it is. For beginner, what pairs do you recommend to trade? Euro USD, USD JPY, Pound USD, Pound Yen. Those are good pairs for beginner. Even gold is too, but I think it takes a lot for you to build momentum, like for you to really just get to a place where you master this asset's personality, right? Yeah. Or while we're talking, Nasdaq's making moves, but risky to take the trade. Though impulsively, this was gonna be perfect. I was gonna take it right there. But see, I have a trade already that's killing me, so I don't want to risk. I don't want to risk it because this one, look, this one is like very close to my stop right there. You see it? It hasn't hit it, but it's like very close to my stop. Yeah, this is the BTC. I have a stop right there. You see? So it hasn't hit it, but I feel like it's gonna hit it. So I can't add positions here. I can't open new positions on a different asset either. I can't do that. Yeah. But this was gonna be like a very good impulse execution. Like while the candle's in motion, make the execution and let markets do the thing. If you look left, there isn't much traffic, so most likely price might want to clear out, right? No traffic this side, right? The next spot where traffic is up there. So within our risk reward ratio, or rather our trade plan. So that should be okay. It's easy blowing a single account than spreading your capital in 2 or 3 accounts. Yeah, I think so. But if you're not good, you still blow accounts. If you just don't have good education, you haven't learned how to trade the right way, even if you have 5 accounts, you still lose them. At what point should you increase your lot size or your risk appetite? I think it takes a lot to really do something like that, to be very honest with you. Lot size increment should not be taken lightly, right? Don't just move quickly from 0.5 or 0.05 to quickly 1.0 or 10 point whatever, or 0.10, whatever the case is, right? I kind of feel like it's a gradual growth kind of process, right? You experience these lots, and much as your risk appetite is increasing, right, so does your appetite for more gains, right? So it's kind of like you create. You see, when you lose money, right, in trading, you're creating some kind of like space, like to tolerate a certain amount of money that you could lose as you're running a business, right? Which then also I feel like creates more room for you to accommodate bigger wins, right? Like accommodate more wins, better wins, right? So lot size increment is a gradual process, right? At what point you should do it is when you feel you're very consistent enough and you're growing enough. Well, you'll feel it. You'll see it. Not really feel it, but you'll see it, right? You see the numbers you're doing. You see, how your account is moving. You're gonna see it, definitely. It's not gonna be, something that you stay blind to, but you see it. Yeah, I like impulse execution. Yeah, I think they're quite good runs Could be very risky as well, but they're good runs. Would you advise using the social trading option on exits? Yes, yes and no. Yes and no. Your analysis is effortless. Like this was literally an example. Yes, it was an example, and price was moving. I don't crowd out my chart so much. If you notice, right? The only thing that makes my chart lately look crowded is like the stations that I have. But if I take them out, right? Because I just use that for station. If I take them out, look, my chart is just like that. That's it. That's analysis already. Okay, so I don't call it up as much. I read candles. I understand areas of interest. I understand stations and their volumes. Yeah, a couple other things here and there, but just the bare minimum, to be honest. All I'm saying is I don't do too much when it comes down to doing analysis. I don't do too much. Mhm. Is it possible to execute trades immediately candle closes bullish above resistance? Yeah, it is possible. But of course, that's subjective to you also having a new trade plan. Yeah. So, TP hit on NAS. Oh, you took it? Okay, I'll see. I didn't take it. I didn't take it. Were you ever, sorry, were you ever crushed out when you started trading and took out? Yes, I still do take losses actually. I do actually. Even when I started, it was worse, but now it's not. It's better now because I understand that I should risk this way. You know, I don't just play around with my money like that carelessly. So yeah, you look, taking losses is part of the business. You will take them. Okay, you never avoid taking losses. You can't avoid it. You can try and manage it. But you can't avoid it because you're running a business, profit or loss. All right, so that's how it goes. Yeah, this looks like a very good trade, guys. This one looks like a very good trade. Yeah, above everything. Thank you for teaching. I'm out $40. Oh, nice, nice. That's good to hear. Decided enough was enough, and I funded my account with $100. Okay, and you made $40 on top of that. Nice. I know your risk is high, so you might want to consider reducing it. That's if you made 40 in one trade or something. But yeah, do you remember the time when you just wanted to quit trading? Uh, yeah, but it's some time back. I don't think I had. I would say there were baseless reasons as to why I wanted to quit. I was doing the wrong things, and there was nothing to justify the fact that I should quit. You see, when you're doing the wrong thing, there's nothing that should justify you quitting because you're doing the wrong thing. There's somebody out there who's doing the right thing and isn't quitting, and they're probably successful. The best thing you can do is learn from them. Okay, see how best you can adopt that mindset, those skills, and apply it. Simple. Maybe you could become better. That's how it works. Right. So I kind of feel like there were baseless reasons because I kind of feel like I was in a position where everything was just not making sense, but I was doing the wrong thing. Okay, so you're doing the wrong thing. Well, you should seek to do the right thing by obviously getting some kind of education somewhere. Right. Until I started doing that, learning from some of my friends, associates, some of the guys that online, got a couple courses here and there, put things together, experiment, back test. Over time, you become good. So yeah. Um, how did you gain strength in trading using a strategy? Experience, man, experience. See the same thing work out more times. It's gonna work out more times. It might not work out twice, 3 times. It's gonna work out more times. Okay, so you're just confident that whatever you have works. Yeah, I have also a strategy I use for scalping. I think I'll teach it in the masterclass. I haven't taught this to anybody yet. Yeah, I haven't. I think I spoke about this the other day on stream, but I have this scalping strategy that I have, developed. I would say, but never really thought of putting it out there. Yeah. Um, I'll probably talk about it in the masterclass. Yeah, it's got a couple tools around it though, but it's good for scalping. Quick runs here and there. It's working perfectly. I would say maybe like 68% win rate. Not bad if you think about it. It's not 80 or 90, but it's good. I think so. From what I observed when I try to do that. Scalp. Yeah. Someone says let's look at pound USD. Okay. Pound USD. So the whole reason why I zoom out of a chart like this is to firstly understand the structure, right? And you can see the structure this market has been in, right? It looks like it's been a bearish structure, right? Lower lows and lower highs and lows and highs and highs and lows and lows and highs, and price got there, and then we broke this low. Okay, went up, and then we're doing something like this, and we're somewhere here. Guess what is most likely the next movement? And also, the most important areas of interest, okay, are definitely going to be one, this level, to obviously make the next decision as to whether you should, buy or sell. Secondly, this level, which is in conjunction with this, right? If price breaks here, okay, price is here. If price breaks here, goes down to where? This level, okay? If price doesn't do that, breaks this level, goes up to where? To this level, and maybe that, and maybe that, and maybe goes to the upside, all right? Right now, price is somewhere here, right? So it's a game of probability. It's been in a downtrend, but I kind of feel like, especially if you look at it closely, all right, let me take out this. Let's take out this. Let's take out this too. Yeah. So if you look at it closely here, it looks like price is trying to reject. It's rejecting today's open. Okay. So today's open is right there. And there's a range here as well. Okay. So your main point of interest is going to be this. Okay. There. And this same level where price is at. If price starts to reject that level even further, okay, you could catch a buy based off trading the bounce. Okay, like you could trade the bounce, especially if you go to a lower time frame. You can see what's happening. If this comes back, okay, if this comes back, because normally it would on a lower time frame. If this comes back, creates a bullish, a bullish run yet again. Now you can buy because price is going to go to the upside. Okay, that's on a lower time frame. If that happens, gold is breaking resistance. Oh, really? Let's go back. Let's go back and see. Yeah, it is breaking resistance now. It's 4 minutes before this candle closes. Guess what we're going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to look for buys here. I can't take this trade myself, not like it's not a good trade, but because I have a position running already. So this is going to be the setup. If this candle closes in 4 minutes from now, that's a very easy continuation setup. Yeah. So I have a loss here running on BTC, so I can't take this. I wish I didn't take that sell, but you can't wish in trading. We had confirmations, take the trade, doesn't play out, fine. Wait for the next setup. So this was bound to happen like this, but the fact that it's not, this candle is breaking there. I think if it closes that way, we have about 200 points to the upside, and then we have like 120 something points stop somewhere here, which is okay. Looks like a good setup. Yeah, does look like one. Would indicators be more of confirmations to analysis? No, absolutely. There's no indicator used for any confirmation. There's no indicator used for any confirmation. I just simply read candles, basically. Do you know if Exodus works in the United States? No, they don't. They don't. Does Exodus provide services to USA? Check out this. The answer is a fat no. No, Exodus doesn't provide services there, yes, because it's not. It does not hold the necessary license. Yes, they don't have a license to provide services there yet. maybe in the future. Currently, no. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm like 10 points away to hit my stop on BTC. It looks like this market is back in the range. Yeah, it's a hard knock. It's a hard knock. I'm truly inspired anytime. Um, I'm curious, has it occurred to you after analyzing the charts and once you thought hammer in and boom, the market flips against you, analysis split. Yeah, I mean that happens every now and then. It's part of the business. You don't expect analysis to always play out, right? Of course, you have probabilities based on the strategy you're using. If the one you're using now works more times, then the probabilities are in your favor. But if not, well, there's some days, okay? If not, then more days you lose. But if you do, well, fine. Some days you lose as well. Some days your analysis won't play out the way it should. So yeah, it occurs to me as well. Yeah, guys. Oh, I don't have too much on this trade. The fact that it's a holiday today, I don't know if there's much volume we should be expecting, but that gold trade is valid now. And if you're gonna take it, you could take it. Yeah, but bear in mind, today is the 13th of October. Government shutdown still active. All right, government shutdown still active. It's a holiday in the States as well, so volumes might be a little bit different. All right, so take that into full consideration. That kind of close fine, but let's see. I think this kind of wants to create a low first and push up, but I think it's a good setup. I do think it's a good setup. Not one to risk it all, but I think it's a good setup. I do think it's a good setup. Yeah, I do think this is a good setup. This one here. Yeah. Hate this thing, market manipulation. What's your take on it? I don't know who manipulates markets, but unless you prove to me there's somebody who can do that, yeah, but I don't think there's anything like that. Well, let me not say I don't think there's anything like that. Well, there could be, because people have different understandings of financial markets. So let's leave enough room that markets could be manipulated. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Naz, have you checked out Nav Trades? No, I haven't. Is it a person? Is it a company? What is that? Yep. Let's see what's happening with Nasdaq though. Oh, Nasdaq has continued to go up. Look at this. This has continued to go up. 60 points from the time we put up this. Okay, we wish we gave it more attention. Yeah, guys, I'm out of here for a bit. Trade safely. Enjoy the rest of trading day. Oh, let's see my BTC trade before I leave here. Where is it at? Oh, okay. Because I put my stop like at 15,700. I think it's been hit already. I don't know why here it's saying it hasn't been, but I think it's been hit already. Let me see. No, 15,700 hasn't been hit yet. Different savers. It hasn't been. I'm looking at my Exynos saver here. This is a 115,700, not here. Wow. Okay. Probably it's different savers. But yeah, we looked at this. We looked at this as well. Possibility of it going up. We looked at pound yen as well. Oh, look at pound yen. Look at that. Exactly what we were discussing. Yeah. Let's push it to the upside. Guys, out of here. Trade safely. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Yeah, look out for bootcamp. No, not bootcamp. Masterclass registration, I think tomorrow. If you guys want to be part of that, you can start signing up tomorrow. Right. If not, that's still okay. Right. But I have a guest tomorrow on stream. Be on the lookout. I'll bring on brilliant guy, brilliant trader, I want you guys to hear from him, his experience, and just let's have a vibe and great conversations. Same time tomorrow around like 8:30. Yeah, that should be good. So peace out. Someone says she's a good psychological advisor who helps traders break their sitting. Oh, really? Okay, well, check out. Yeah, check out. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. I'm out of here.